We're now. Right now. Guys, we're streaming.
What? Oh.
Right now.
Okay.
You guys. Did you hear that?
I did.
You guys, we're streaming. Right now. I need to either super duper invest in a separate monitor or something of the sort, because it is so annoying having everything on one screen. It's so annoying. I have like 3 different windows open, and then it's just really annoying having to do all that. So like, but I have like a tiny desk to do that, or I would have to do some major moving of things, cause it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's like I could have all this stuff on a separate one. Who hurt Rafa? Who I gotta beat? He looks sad. Sully, Rafa, why are you sad? Boo.
I can't say it was spoiled Peacemaker.
That's why? You said about Peacemaker?
Yeah.
But it wasn't even sad.
That was.
No.
That was. I said yeah, it was.
Did you like this new episode? Just a quick one worded answer.
I liked it a lot.
I'm feeling that too. I feel like it was I like what happened, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel that. I feel that in my Studio Ghibli's.
I feel the all rightness coming.
Guys in the pre-show,
I still like
let
the
me
show
know.
though. But...
Oh, I like it. It's great. I'm excited for the season finale now. Wait a minute.
If you're in the chat, like the video.
Like the chat. Make sure to like the chat and subscribe to the chat. Let me see. I see a couple streamers are streaming currently.
Yeah, I'm. What's it called? Lurking too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some lurks. Here, let me hit him with the lurk.
We out here on YouTube right now.
Son of a bitch.
With a live recording of the hashtag.
There's a lack of.
What?
Alright, everything sounds bueno. That music isn't too loud or anything like that. Everything's Gucci.
I didn't even know there was music.
Well, to you, there is none. Fucking what? Did you know what show I can't wait for? The Boys.
I haven't even watched season 1.
You've never watched The Boys?
What?
I would give it a chance. If you like Peacemaker, I would watch The Boys. I would say that The Boys is better than Peacemaker.
You know what's the best comic book show though, hands down? No debate.
Invincible.
Invincible.
Oh, Invincible is really good. It's closer to
It's the
Invincible
best.
than Peacemaker. I will say that. Reset.
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
Hashtag Russel. Crowe.
You know, I just realized. Yeah, The Boys is really, really good. I forgot that. I just was reminded like a couple days ago that the Super Bowl's this weekend.
Oh shit.
Also, who we fighting for, Rafa? Peacemaker? Right? We're fighting Peacemaker for you? Because you're upset?
What?
Oh yeah.
Because you're sad or whatever. We're fighting Peacemaker. You gotta give him the 1-2.
Are you so loud?
Me, I'm loud.
Yeah, I be at 90% and you coming in hot.
Maybe I gotta lower myself a little bit. Is this better? Or is it exactly the same?
Exact same.
Oh, I don't know what to
I'll
tell
lower
you.
you on my end. I'll lower you on my end.
I don't know what to tell you. It's funny because I have the mic further away from my mouth than I usually have it.
I might have just increased the volume of my headset.
Maybe. That too. I also realized that my headset's like loud as shit. Okay, we finna give them. We're gonna give him the works. The Peacemaker. Just be like, cut it out. You already Twitaggersed it?
Doing it right now. Is it No Way Home, right? That's the
Yes. Yes, it is.
movies.
Hold up, real quick. I'm just setting up on my end. Let's put like
Oscars.
So y'all, well, Rafa wanted to talk about it, and I guess like the pre-show's the best place to talk about it than any other podcast, since we don't have a Disney oriented podcast. Did you guys like the Lightyear trailer?
Not just Disney, just in general, like stuff that's not under comic.
Well, it's not animated, yeah. It's not like its own thing. I'm pretty sure Buzz has a comic or something like that. But have you seen the Buzz Lightyear trailer, the new Lightyear trailer?
It should look good.
I was gonna watch it when we had it on the list for the panel pals last week, but since we deleted it, I never watched it.
Oh, you should. It's pretty good. You should watch it.
Mm-hmm.
They wait. Do you care that much? Do you really care that much? Okay. They show like Zurg. Like they show Zurg in the.
1 second, real quick. I tweeted. Okay, thank you.
You tweet. I tweet back.
Yeah, they showed Zurg,
and he looks kind of badass. Well, it looks like a giant robot. He doesn't look as.
Yeah, he doesn't look like.
He doesn't look like
alien.
the villain that they make him. He does have like the same aesthetic as he did when he was a toy, but it definitely doesn't look the way they had him as like the toy version. So I'm like, is this Zurg or like a Zurg minion? But I mean, it looks super badass. It looks super badass. I'm actually really excited for this one.
I did not notice the spin move in the Book of Boba Fett.
That everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about.
It's so cringe.
I didn't notice it either. I was like, why did he spin?
That's pretty cringy.
That shit's hilarious. Right? Like nothing was attacking him. Nothing was doing. He just spun.
Maybe there was supposed to be something there, and they just didn't like actually put it in.
You know what's badass? Boba Fett. Boba Fett's pretty badass. He rectified himself this episode.
Not too much. A little bit, but not too much.
Let me be clear. Like he didn't like what they did to him was still not bueno. But
they did a beloved character dirty.
Yeah, but they did clean it up a little bit towards the end. Like they made him a little more badass. Like the way we remember him, even in the original trilogies he didn't really do anything either.
Mm-hmm.
But like now they made him seem like the badass that we think he is.
Here's a little train of thought.
Just a smidge.
Do you think people like Boba Fett a lot because of Jango Fett? Like, do you think they love them more than they did originally with the original trilogy because of how badass Jango Fett was?
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
So the Jango Fett helped his status. I'm saying
sure
they thought he was cool because the way he looked.
Yeah.
But to be honest, Boba really didn't do much in the original trilogies.
No.
He kind of just stood around. He was kind of just eye candy.
Cool, yeah. He just stood around looking cool. You know what's badass? Hector in Apex. You know what? That is true. Hector is pretty good.
Thank you.
I'm not good, but I can say I can hold my own a little bit. I can hold. Rafa, you need to step it up. But as far as Boba Fett,
I try.
I'm pretty sure like Jango Fett was the reason why he's more beloved.
He got more traction.
Because it's like you kind of figure out that Boba Fett. I think because like the whole lore of Boba Fett, the fact that it's like, oh, he's actually a clone of Jango Fett. This clone army that we heard about in the original trilogy, because they mentioned the Clone Wars like very briefly when Luke meets Obi-Wan for the first time. He's like, you were in the Clone Wars? So like actually seeing the clones were made from Boba Fett's dad, he's essentially a clone himself. It just makes his character way more intriguing.
Spoilers.
It's literally like 20 years old, but I mean, like, I guess like it's more lore and backstory to him. So I wanted to see more. They made him super badass in Mando.
Dirty.
Dude, they made him super badass in season 2 of Mando when he was like hitting people with a stick and shit. So just like going from that to this show, it's like beat people with sticks, dog. Like, I want to see you do badass things with the suit, with the armor. Again, like this last episode did that, but
I
wanted more.
Took too long.
I saw like something like clips of something. I think was it the Mandalorian with like a lightsaber? Is that?
He has what's called the dark saber.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, there's like a whole lore thing with that too.
What's that?
The dark saber. You go ahead.
Lightsaber that the Mandalorians created.
That's dark.
That is dark.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be don't you have to be like a Jedi or something?
Yeah.
It's
So
not
the
like-
guy who created it was a Mandalorian. He was the first Jedi Mandalorian.
Yeah, he was half Mando, half Jedi, and he wielded it. And like the dark saber has
Well,
like
not half. He was a Mandalorian. Like he was.
Well,
he was in the
no,
suit
no.
of armor
But I'm
and
saying he was
everything. But he
both.
also
I'm saying he's both.
he followed the way of the Jedi.
Mhm.
So he was
But-
the first Jedi Mandalorian.
So
And-
this Mando is also a Jedi?
No.
Then how
No,
can you use the
not all-
lightsaber?
I mean, you can use it. Anybody can use a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how to like. Nobody.
not like a- it's not necessarily like a
you have
wand.
to master the weapon.
Yeah. It's not like a wand in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Um,
The saber, the way you get it is by beating the person before it in battle. Okay, I lied. You could steal it from somebody, but people
Well-
wouldn't acknowledge it as being yours.
There's a whole lore behind the dark saber for the Mandalorians, because they come from a planet called Mandalore, and like the original Mandalorian was a Jedi who wielded it, and it was like seen as like the royal sword. So like whoever has it is like the rightful heir, and the bloodline of that Jedi would fucking like wield it or whatever the fuck. Like they would see it as rightfully theirs. However, you can also earn it by losing in combat. So like you can challenge the dude with it and lose, and then you can take it and people will acknowledge it as yours. But in like the stories,
Dude, you fucking threw me for a loop. You said losing in combat, and I was like, huh? If I lose, I take the saber? Say less.
no, that's why I explained it. No, if they beat you when you have the dark saber, then it's theirs. Whatever. But like in Mandalore, there's also like there's like a mysticism or like this myth or like this curse or whatever, that like if someone takes the dark saber without winning it, without earning it, or someone like just gives it to you, it's considered like the fall of Mandalore, because it's not the way or whatever the fuck. So like in Rebels or some shit, that's what happens, and then it inevitably causes like the fall of Mandalore, the planet. So there's like this whole lore history behind the darksaber itself.
So the fall of Mando or whatever, is that
Yeah.
before? Is that before or after the Mandalorian storyline?
Or
That's before. That's like history before Mandalorian.
Oh, so then he gets the sword afterwards.
Mhm.
After the
Yeah, like the people, it's been exchanged here and there, but like in season 2 of Mandalorian, he fights the guy who has it, and the Mandalorians are like, because you find more Mandalorians in the season 2, they're like, oh, you beat the dude who had it, therefore it's yours. Like, you beat the guy who had it, so it's yours now. And Mando's like, I don't want this shit, you take it. Like, here, take it. You want it for your people, right? Here, take it. And the chick is like, nah, man, that's not how
Not
this
him.
works. That's not how this works. The only way I can take it is if I beat you. So it's like
Mando is one tricky guy to beat.
In that
You could just-
motherfucker.
You could just like lay down or whatever, right?
No,
It
it's not,
has to
like,
be a fair
honorable.
fight. The Mandalorians are warriors, and they're like very prideful about that shit. So like, it's not honorable to just lose, to just be like, I don't want to. Here you go. And that's
Well,
why, yeah.
We'll
That's
save
a
it
whole
for
nother
a Star Wars
Yeah.
podcast.
Rafa, let
All I asked
us.
was about that lightsaber. I don't know. You guys started going off.
There's a lot to it.
That's
That's
literally
the problem.
We didn't stop talking about it. That's the problem. Enough
Problem
about
is, it
that.
was the lore.
That's
Enough about that.
Right, guys. That's enough of that.
Come here. Let's get into the show. God damn
Let's
it!
go ahead and get started.
I'm gonna press the button. This pre-show lasted a lot longer. Wait. Nice.
DC.
There you go, Rafa.
Marvel's comic book movies. We watch them, we read them,
Mm-hmm.
and then we talk about them.
Hey.
What happened, Sully?
X-Men, the Avengers, Justice League,
Hmm.
Indie Comics. That's not
Dark Horse comic.
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse.
Spawn.
Spawn is part of Dark Horse, I think.
Yeah.
No, he's DC. No, no, it's Dark Horse.
Spawn. No,
It's Dark
Spawn
Horse.
is Dark Horse.
He's Dark Horse.
No, it's the
Hey.
Image Comics. Image Comics. That's another one.
Image. Okay.
All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome
What's
to.
up, everybody?
Hey,
What's up, everybody?
hey, wait a minute now.
Welcome to.
What's up? Damn it! Oh, I'm gonna start stabbing things. All right,
Wow.
Holy shit!
I'm angry.
Oh
Man.
shit!
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to Panel Pals Phase 2, Episode 2. Look at that. Another week flew right
3.
on by.
It's 3.
Episode 2? Is
3.
it 2 or 3?
It's 3.
3? What's this? 2 right here. This is 2 right here.
Where's say 2?
On the stream.
Oh,
Really
it
does-
should be 3.
Oh, yeah. I just read what the title was.
It
So,
should
what's up,
say
everybody?
3.
Well,
am
shout
I
out to the live chat. Thanks guys for hanging out with us as we go into this panel. So much things we gotta talk about here. Of course, there are some comic book news, TV, movie news, stuff like that. And of course, we're gonna end the show with a quick recap and review of Peacemaker Episode 7, right?
Yes,
The
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. 7.
Second to last episode. The next episode after that's gonna be the
Penultimate.
Penultimate. Thank you.
Yes.
Penultimate. Second to
Indeed.
last episode. I said it right. So, anyways, I'm your host Rafa, and of course I got was it Jiggly John?
It can be.
Jiggly?
I think it was like you called me Jiggly John or some shit like that. And there was like
Jiggly
Lego
John.
Lad.
Lego. I'm going Lego Lad himself, John. I like that
sure.
better.
I'll take that
Legolas.
one over Jiggly John.
Okay. Yeah, the Lego Lad himself, John,
Mhm.
and of course, the legendary, the one and only, all the way from the dirty South, the dirty South.
Holy shit!
All right.
He said, "All right." The Wonder Weasel.
Mad confusion.
Dude, he said the
Mad
that-
confusion.
what did he say?
You saw
The-
how he doubled down.
he said the
dirty.
stink
The
ass,
grimiest
shit
possible.
smelling, the fucking worst of the worst.
I didn't say all that. You know what I'm saying?
Just say you don't like me, dude.
Right, for
Really,
real.
dude.
Show your true colors.
Hey, I challenge you to a fight with lips only, dude. Like that's not
Mm.
love.
I told you I
Hey,
wanted to beat the Doonies down. I told you what I wanted.
man.
Duty's down.
By the way,
Doonies.
just I was trying to find a gif of someone's ass, and I could not find it. And I ended up sending to whatever the fuck I sent.
Yeah, whatever the fuck you said.
Yeah,
I just want to go
that's-
ahead and again just shout out the live chat for being here
Shout out to the
and
chat, yeah.
all the people who were watching this post live. because you could be watching this live and hearing these two talk about eating ass live.
Yeah.
You could
I eat
have
ass.
that. You don't eat ass?
I never confirmed that I eat ass. I never denied it
true.
either, but I just
See?
never confirmed it.
No.
A man of
You're correct.
mystery.
I love that.
That
I
is
love
the
that
Wonder
he's a
Weasel.
gentleman. He is the Wonder Weasel. There's a lot of wonder in that.
You always
weasel.
wonder if he eats ass.
Yeah.
You know,
Just kidding.
So-
cracking.
I don't eat and
Let's
tell.
get it going. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the Lego lady herself, Sally. I saw that.
Yes,
Sally,
I like that one.
Lego lady and Lego lad. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on this week, guys. We're going to jump into the first topic. You know what? Enough goofing around, right? You guys goof around too much. All right, I'm tired of that. All right.
Not me.
Who is you guys?
Right.
Oh, Lego lad and Wonder Weasels. Those guys, bunch of knuckleheads.
See.
So,
Jeez.
all right, moving on to the first topic. We got here the Justice League imagines the Justice League, Jesus Christ, the Jurassic League. So pretty much is the Justice League as dinosaurs. It's like
Yes, sir.
it looks pretty fucking cool. Check this here.
Dinosaurs.
So we all know how the Justice League looks like, guys. You know what I'm saying? We have, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, so on and so forth, right? We got the main guys in the Justice League. Okay, but this pretty cool thing that they're doing with a 6-issue limited series, where they took the Justice League and transformed them, made them look, in a sense, it's almost like they just took it went back in time, and now the Justice League is the Jurassic League. So it's our favorite
Sheesh.
superheroes in DC,
Mhm.
but reimagined as dinosaurs,
Dinosaurs.
kind of like
It's like that episode of SpongeBob. Yeah, it's like that
What's
episode of SpongeBob when they were cavemen. It's like that, but
Yeah,
dinosaurs.
exactly.
Literally.
So it's pretty cool to see this. Like, now I'm looking at the first issue, the first cover issue of it. We have Batman here. He looks like a T-Rex, right? No, it's not a T-Rex. He has long arms. Maybe like a Velociraptor. I really don't know what dinosaur Batman's supposed to be. And then Superman. I hate Superman's design. I think he looks fucking dumb, but he's
I actually didn't see what Superman looks like.
he looks dumb. I don't like
He
how
looks pretty bad.
Yeah. Like
Jurassic.
Batman looks cool. I like how Batman looks, but Superman looks dumb. And then Wonder Woman, I like it's a Triceratops. That's pretty fucking cool. And then yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I like what they're doing with the designs. This is something that's pretty out there, and it's pretty cool to see, something a little bit different. I think out of all of them, the best design is Batman. There's also there's a
think-
Joker. The Joker looks insane.
The Joker is like a raptor, I think.
He's
but
more like a raptor, right?
He looks
Yeah.
badass. He looks badass as shit.
Yeah,
like-
so
Batman's
Now,
just
I
a
myself-
swole ass fucking T-Rex.
Mhm,
That's
mhm.
awesome.
yeah.
Here, let me see if I can
I
pull up
like-
the cover real quick.
Yeah, I like Batman's design out of all of them. I think it's the best one. I really wonder how they're gonna do like the whole, like, how Batman has his gadgets. Like, I wonder how they're gonna do that. Just be like bones and rocks and strings. As his gadgets.
Oh, true.
That'd be pretty cool too. So,
Here, let me see.
and I wonder who else is gonna show up in this series, right? Like we saw that they have Wonder Woman, we saw Superman, Batman, and the Joker, but like
True.
they're gonna have like Flash, or like who else is gonna show up in this? Like I'm really interested in this. Like it's like I said, it's a 6-issue limited
Hold up.
series,
Mhm.
and I kind of like when they do kind of things like this. It's kind of out of the box and a little bit more different, because like we all know the Justice League, we all know DC, we know the main guys. Nothing against them, right? Like apparently, like I know Hector, you and John also. You guys do read the comics. I don't really read comics like that, but
Some of them, yeah.
and we know that DC does kind of go in with their stories a little bit more darker twist towards the Marvel compared to the Marvel stuff, right? But this is something that's so out there that I might even check out myself, because I really like this. I really do like this idea.
I think Superman is a fucking Bronchiosaurus, or like the really long
Bronchosaurus,
one?
yes, yeah, the long
Ooh.
one, yeah, that
I
one.
think he's a Bronchiosaurus. That
Yeah,
looks actually
yeah.
really cool.
I don't like how
Looks
it looks.
pretty
I think it looks
badass.
Yeah, I think this is interesting, but I would never read this.
dumb. Really, you would check this out?
I would try it. I would
No,
listen to it. I
not
would
at
look
all.
at it.
I would try this. I would definitely. This is something that, like, it's so weird and out there that someone like myself who doesn't really normally doesn't read comic books would actually check this out.
Same. Well, I do read
Yeah.
comics, but this is one of those. It's like I don't know why I would see this. It literally just intrigues me just because it's little dinosaurs. Like that's it. It's it's the same vein as when they did the feudal Japan Batman. The anime.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that concept is interesting. So like I like that they're just literally doing whatever the fuck they want at this point. Like good on DC for that. Now I just can't wait for the live action version of this, and it's okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sue the T-Rex as Batman, please. Thank you.
So guys, if you guys are interested in checking this out, like John and myself here, this specific limited series run will go on the shelves May 10th of this year. Okay, so you guys keep your peepers out for that. That's going to be late spring, right? The spring into summertime, pretty much. May.
I believe so.
May 10th. So around the second week of May. If you're looking for something else to read, something fun, something more wacky, more out there, but you still want to kind of stay with the DC universe, the Jurassic League. Go ahead and check that out, guys. I'm a peep it.
Cool.
I'm gonna look at it real quick, a little bit with my eyes. Look at that.
Just a little bit.
Well, what do you know?
Look at that. But moving on, something else that's gonna come up later on this year, guys. This is more towards the end of the year. Is the Oscars, right? We all know what the Oscars are.
Yes.
The Oscars is, as you guys pretty much everybody knows, it's where movies. It's the big time for the movies. The movies get nominated for best picture, movie of the year, and all that other stuff, right?
Yeah,
the best movies get their best recognition by the industry and stuff like that. Now there's two movies that we know, right? Am I looking at this right?
Correct.
I think where is it? I might have lost this article. Shoot. Let me see.
Wow.
Okay, here it is. Sorry. I clicked on it and then I went to the next article afterward. So anyway, sorry about that, guys. So there's two movies that in the Marvel universe that got nominated for an Oscar. Okay. It's Shang-Chi. Wow, fucked up that name. And the 10 Rings, right?
Beautiful.
The 10 Rings.
Mm-hmm.
And Spider-Man No Way Home. They both have been nominated for visual effects for that category. Big stuff. Can't wait. Dude. Now, normally, guys, comic movies they don't really get nominated for Oscars. What they don't. What was the last one that won an Oscar? Was it
Suicide Squad?
Dark Knight?
Was it Suicide Squad? Wait, I think it was.
I want to say it was Suicide Squad.
I don't really watch Oscars, so I don't know.
For hair and makeup. I think it was Suicide Squad for hair and makeup, which was disrespectful to everything.
To everything else that came out.
And anything cinema related, and no wonder Martin Scorsese's upset. Like, I would be too. If Suicide Squad, not even the second one, which is actually decent, the first one won a fucking Oscar. Everybody was bald. I'm sorry, but I'm glad that Spider-Man and Shang-Chi. They're for visual effects, right?
Visual effects, yeah. So I finally found the list right here. I don't know where I ended up on this page, but visual effects. The nominees are Dune, Free Guy, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the 10 Rings, and Spider-Man No Way Home. Those are the top. Those are the top 5 nominees for visual effects.
That's actually a really tough one too. Really tough one.
I've only seen Shang-Chi and Spider-Man, so I don't really have a really good say in this, but I would give it to Spider-Man, I think.
While I am happy that both those movies got nominated, I think Dune would probably win out of all those that you just Dune has some of the best visual effects that I have ever seen on any type of movie, especially out of that list. Just those right there. Dune probably has the best chance. Like it looks really good. On top of it just being a really good movie. Yeah. But I mean, it is nice to see.
I can't argue with you. Like I only saw the Marvel movies. I haven't seen anything else other than that. So I guess I'll take your word for it. How do you feel about this, Hector? What you thinking over there?
I mean, I fully agree. I don't really think any of the superheroes are going to win there. If anything, I feel like Spider-Man has the best chance out of the two, but I still don't think he's gonna that movie's gonna win it.
Yeah. It is nice to see that they're getting recognition, though. Like, I think it's about time, and we've had enough, like, in the superhero genre to make a Oscar for best superhero movie. And I think that would also give the studios a little more incentive to try to make these films not so cookie cutter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say that DC, they've been really out there with their projects as of late, which is good for them. I commend them for that. But I think stuff like that would make Marvel kind of dive in a little more, knowing that there's like an award on the line. That's my personal opinion. But I think it is time to like acknowledge superhero movies as Oscars, like Oscar nominations and shit like that, because they do push the envelope for like technology and all this other shit. So I think like it is time. It's time to recognize them. Stop like no more Martin Scorsese. The future's now. You know what I'm saying?
well, going. I was just going through the list of nominees for the Oscars, and I really don't see, other than those two movies that we were just talking about, are the Marvel movies, Shang-Chi and Spider-Man. There's a bunch of movies on here that I've never even heard of myself.
Yeah.
So it looks like that. It doesn't look like times is changing. Maybe in the future, who knows?
I think because you're not a man of the arts.
I guess not.
And you are not. You are low class. You need to be high class.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't look up. Drive My Car, King Richard, Nightmare Alley.
I know none of those either.
Nightmare Alley. I don't even know any of them either.
Nightmare Alley is pretty good, but that's the only one I know.
The Power of the Dog is there's a name that I keep seeing over and over again on these on this list, but I mean, I don't know. But
it's got the gap.
It's got Doctor Strange himself, I think.
Oh my god!
Bringing it back to superheroes.
There's some Doctor Strange leaks afoot.
Oh yeah,
so be careful.
There's a lot of Doctor Strange tomfoolery
Gio sent me
going
one.
on.
I'm not gonna lie.
Also, I'm just gonna rant real quick. Gio, if you ever watch this, stop sending me fucking spoilers, man. Like, just stop sending me fucking spoilers. I didn't think I had to say that. But enough is enough.
But I kind of pieced together how something might work out in the movie, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad at it. I chose to watch the video. That's on me. I said at the beginning, it's like Doctor Strange spoilers ahead, and I was like, I'll watch it.
I never open up Gio's shit because like I always figure it's a spoiler, so I'm like, no, not today. I've made it this far. But that's enough of that. That is enough of that.
As you never did, man. Good luck to those two movies. Hopefully they will get their award,
of course.
But most likely not.
Yeah, of course.
It looks like Justice League, the Suicide Squad will continue their reign of being the only superhero movie to win an Oscar. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I don't know, I'm kind of pulling that out of my butt, but hey, who knows? Hey man, that Suicide Squad, hey man, pretty good, right?
It's not. It's not. It really isn't. It definitely is not.
So moving on, we're moving on to some more. Thank you. So to some more Marvel news. Okay, something that I myself grew up watching. I'm pretty sure you two guys. I've also seen it back in the day when we were kids.
Sure.
X-Men, the animated series back in the day, from like the late 90s, right? That's when this started.
Yeah.
I think. Now this is something that we all know, cherish, and love. I mean, we all grew up. Pretty much everybody who's around our age grew up watching this X-Men the animated series. I mean, and I'm trying to remember how the song went.
That's that.
Yes. Yeah. We would meme the hell out of that when we were playing games and shit like that.
I still sing that song.
Still happens.
I still sing that song.
So it's a good show. Like it was action packed. You know, for something that like that wasn't. I don't say it wasn't really well animated, but like man, it it was some
It
boppers.
was
It
great for the
had.
time. It
I was
wasn't.
gonna say
Yeah,
it
that's
had
that's what I meant to say.
it had the standard like '90s animation, like the Spider-Man cartoon that also came out. Everybody was like
Absolutely beautiful.
hyper muscular.
Yeah.
They all had like this kind of physique, just
But
everybody.
for whatever reason, I remember this one more out of all the other like animated shows from this time, like comic book stuff. Is this one and the Batman animated series is what I remember the
Yeah.
most.
You're right.
And then for those guys out there who are kind of know and kind of don't know what we're talking about, have you guys seen that meme where Wolverine is holding a picture, like a picture
Yes,
frame?
that's that.
And
That's
the
that
meme,
show. Mhm.
yeah, that's the show right there. And then he's always looking at some dumb shit in that picture frame.
Or
That
like
meme itself.
or the one where like the two of them are kissing. I think it might be Jean Grey and Cyclops, and then fucking Logan's just in the background, like Wolverine's just standing there. Have you seen that one?
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
No.
You haven't seen that one?
No.
But this show has been meme to shit. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
remember like the early starts of YouTube. They have like the YouTube poops and shit like that.
Yes.
There was like this show or like this mini series where they would dub over the X-Men 90 show, and that's where we got "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch." Like,
oh
I don't know.
yes, you're
That's where we-
right.
Oh, I did
That's-
not know that.
It literally
That's
came
pretty
from
cool.
a YouTube
Right.
where he literally like smacks who's the one with the fireworks? Jubilee.
Jubilee, yeah.
He pimps Juggernaut, like smacks the shit out, like smacks her down. Jubilee's down. He goes, "Pimp smack your ass, bitch!" Like,
I remember. Holy shit,
Dude, I
This
think
is a locked memory in my head.
I want to say that's where it came from. I'm the Juggernaut,
I'm pretty-
bitch.
Yeah, I think that's where that's from too.
It came from that.
Well,
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Mhm. You learn something. So I mean, this show is notorious. This show is I'm really
This
excited.
show is engraved in our culture. Okay, it
Mhm.
is. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid watching this, I didn't give a fuck about the storyline.
No, sir.
I was not invested at all. I was just like, X-Men powers, they're fighting each other. This is some cool shit. But apparently, there was a storyline, and apparently, that story itself was never finished. Okay, but great news for those out there who did watch it and who actually did follow and did care about the storyline. I was a little kid; I didn't give a fuck about this shit. I was just like, action, let's go. But apparently, the last episode that the original animated series pretty much ended off with Dr. Xavier, right? Professor Xavier, right? Professor Xavier. He was bedridden. He was really sick, or he was kind of like almost dying, I guess you can say, right?
Damn.
And all the other X-Men are around him. They're like, "Hey, bro, the homie's about to go. What the fuck we's gonna do?" You know. And that's pretty much how the episode ended. That's what apparently that's how it ended, right? Again,
That's
I was a kid. I didn't give
crazy.
a fuck. But for those out there who are wondering who want to see this story to be finished, good news. The story is going to be continued on. It's going to be a 10 episode run. Okay,
10 episodes, nice.
10 episodes.
That's kind of whack.
Oh.
You wanted more?
I wanted more. Yeah.
Well,
Like,
hey, this could be maybe like season 1, and then they'll see how it does, and then they'll continue off of that.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, I wouldn't mind a nice resolution. Although the thing is with Disney, normally they do this stuff to include it in like other stuff. You know how like WandaVision and all the other things are like incorporated into the MCU? What if they use this as a stepping stone to bring it in? Or like kind of give a little bit of lore for others. Like lore for characters and then bring them into the anime or like live action. So it's like, hey, did you watch X-Men 97? Yeah, have you heard about their lore or their backstory? So they don't have to like they pull dude, stop doing that with your fucking tongue. It's so gross. And so they do the same thing with like Peter Parker that they did in this one, where like they didn't even explain like his backstory. Like, hey man, you've seen fucking what's it called? You've seen Spider-Man like 3 times already. Like, you got it, you're fine. So like, and we've seen X-Men both in live action and an animated version like 3 times already. So it's like you don't gotta redo it anymore. Like they just kind of jump in from that. I would appreciate that.
If they do that, that'd be. I would, like I said, like you said, I would really appreciate it. I think it would be pretty cool. If it would be kind of thinking outside the box almost, because they're going from an animated series and then somehow bring them over to the live action world. I think that'd be pretty cool for them to do. I don't know how they'll be able to do it, but it's Marvel, so I'm not gonna doubt them.
Well, I'm not saying like the Wolverine from X-Men 97 is going straight to live action. I'm just saying like they're
Oh,
using that
okay.
as this is the backstory for the X-Men, and then they fucking yeet them into the live action series, and it's like, all right, cool.
Oh,
You know
okay.
about them now.
I thought you said that they're just gonna jump straight from it. I'm like, not everything needs to be like that. Like, we don't have to incorporate
Although I
everything.
would not be surprised if they do that.
I would be a little. That's why I was making those faces and shit, because I'm like, I do not want this to have anything to do with what they're trying to do with the multiverse or bringing in X-Men. Like, this is fan service for the '90s kids. Let it be that. You guys bring in the X-Men. How you're gonna bring them in? Don't worry about it. And to what you were
Fan
saying
service,
about,
really?
oh, I
I
definitely
wouldn't
think
say this is fan service. I
I
feel
would
like
say
this is
this is
them just trying to like give a taste of the X-Men before the live action. So like this
well,
is them like trying to like, hey,
Both,
these
honestly.
baby food it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
hey, here you
no,
go, fucking take this. This is the X-Men. Get a taste for what it is, and then
I
so
would
they were
I
not
would
gonna be as surprised.
I would agree with you, only if not for the whole X-Men franchise that we had running at the same time as the MCUs. And I would say it's literally the same thing as Spider-Man, where we've seen these guys. Maybe they try to like maybe dive into their stories, but like we kind of already know their backstory a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Same thing as like Spider-Man. We've had multiple iterations of the X-Men. You can just throw them in and like maybe like sprinkle their story in there. We don't need like the whole crazy shit. I'm fully agreeing with you that they're just gonna throw them in there and like we'll figure it out later. But as far as using this to maybe establish it, I mean, like, I can see it too, but I see this more as fan service for those kids who grew up with the show and now like finishing up that story that was left open ended, like Rafa said, with the way it ended, but also giving the kids who grew up with it a chance to finish it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
I see this as purely fan service.
yeah, I kind of agree more with John than anything because like on top of them kind of just wrapping up this story because again this story was left open ended when the original run ended.
Right.
A lot of the same people who worked on it from back in the day are coming back. A lot of the voice actors that originally were in the original series are coming back to reprise their roles. So I feel this is more just like, hey, we're just trying to finish this story. We know
Like,
there's a
just
lot of hype.
finish the fight.
Right, there's a lot of
Mm.
people who do love this show from back in the day. Why not do something extra, something special? It's kind of again. I mean, it's gonna. I'm assuming it's gonna be on Disney Plus, right? It's gonna be
Oh,
exclusive to
yes.
Disney
Yeah.
Plus. So I feel like it's gonna be one of those like, hey, look at this cool shit we're doing here on Disney Plus, guys. We're actually finishing the X-Men original animated series that you used to watch back in the day.
Exactly.
Check it out.
It's like, look at the power of the mouse. Look what we can accomplish. Like, I think it's
Yeah,
literally that.
Oh, the cool part too is it's
yeah,
probably gonna be like 45-minute episodes. So really, we're getting 20.
Ooh.
that'd be
See, now,
cool.
do you feel better about the 10 episodes now?
No, not really.
Okay. All right.
No,
It's just X-Men is one of my favorite like superheroes, like groups in general, superheroes. Like so like I just love, I want more. That's all it is. I just
I
want
feel
more.
like you're selfish, but I agree.
but yeah, so by the way, guys, if you are interested in this, it's scheduled to be premiered premiering mid 2023. So a little bit more than a year or so. You know,
We still got a
it's
bit.
kind of so it sounds like well, I'm assuming around maybe like May, June, around there of next year. I'm kind of just gonna throw a random guess. That is like mid 2023.
We're gonna forget this.
Also, yeah, and
This guess.
also, yeah, but the original showrunners of the X-Men series, they're also going to be helping out. Like they're gonna be consulting and helping out for the new show. So they're not going to be full on running the new project, but they will be helping out. They will be involved to a certain extent. So I have faith in it. Hopefully, it's good. Who knows?
Agreed.
Maybe maybe it makes sense to go back and watch the original series so we kind of know what's happening because again I was just like cool X-Men, let's watch them fight. I had no idea. I didn't even know that Professor Xavier was better at it towards the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was like,
um,
when you said
cool.
he's ill or like he's in bed, I'm like, technically, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can't really nothing's changed. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been in a chair, nothing like.
I get what you're
You know what I'm
saying.
It's
saying?
old man Logan all
You
over
know what I'm
again.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's changed.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that is pretty much what's going on. So something cool, something fun to look forward to in the for next year. Look at that. We're barely in 2022 and we're already talking about 2023.
It'd be like that.
It do be like that. It do be like that.
Sweet Jesus Christ.
It do be that man. So moving on to our last news, last topic here for the day.
Stop James.
Thank you. Russell Crowe joins Aaron Taylor Johnson and Kraven the Hunter.
Oh my god.
Give me more Spider-Man villains.
As you guys know.
Continue.
As you guys know, or may not know, because Kraven is, I feel like Kraven is known as like a Spider-Man villain, but I don't think he's like that top. I don't think he's like a top tier, right? I feel like he's more like in the middle. Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Is he really?
Kraven's one of like the premier villains.
I don't know. Maybe
you may not see it, but he is. Like I can guarantee.
Yeah, I was about to say
I think
it's just more me than anything.
But he's more of like he's not in the forefront as like Venom, Carnage, Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, but he is in that rotation. He's like these are like the top 5. He's like 6, but like he's very much up there with them, especially in the comic book lore and all that shit. Like he's up there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like the Sinister Six. Like he's done a lot. He's done a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's kind of where my mindset was with him. Like I wasn't gonna say like he's more towards the bottom, but like there's clearly other villains who are bigger or more known than him, right? Like that's kind of where my thought process was with him.
You're not wrong with that.
But I do remember Kraven being a big part of the Spider-Man the animated series. I remember he was such a cool villain in that show, and I really liked him in there. So it's cool to see that they're bringing him back, man. Now I'm assuming this is going to be. Does it say for what studio? This is Sony, right? I mean, it has to be Sony, correct?
It's a Sony Marvel collab, I think. More Sony than Marvel.
I feel like it's in the same vein as like Mobius and Venom,
right?
And like that, I guess that Madam Web movie. I'm just getting upset that they're doing all these movies for these villains. Like, I get it. You're establishing these villains, but like, who asked for these villains to have movies?
I mean, it's Sony milking the hell out of the Spider-Man franchise. They're trying to get as much as they can out of it.
Yeah,
and it's gonna work. I'm gonna go watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
So a little bit more, there's not a lot of information about this movie, but the little bit of information that there is out there is that Russell Crowe is not playing Kraven. That is that's going to be played by what's his name of this boy, Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's the one that's going to be playing Kraven. So the report is that he might be playing the dad of Kraven. Like there's like his whole family's going to be involved somehow. But other than that, there's not a lot of information about the film just yet. But I'm pretty sure with time, we'll find out more about it clearly, because Sony wants to build up that hype, right? They want us to kind of get hyped up for it, and who knows, we might even get some hints towards this movie and Mobius. So
this is true.
We will see how that goes.
Yeah, Sony's side of everything is like very interesting, just because, especially where Mobius stands at this point. We've touched on it multiple times. We've seen tombs like Michael Keaton's Vulture in there, Spider-Man from Tobey Maguire's costume in the background, the Daily Bugle moniker, something new, Venom is referenced. Like there's a bunch of shit we don't know exactly what Mobius, like where it stands, where Kraven's gonna stand, where Madam Web stands. I'm very eager to see what Sony's doing based on all this shit that Marvel has been doing. It's like they're trying to like do their own thing while also keeping it all together. At this point, it seems like it's just gearing up to bring back Andrew Garfield, in my opinion. Like, do it the way that they wanted to do it the first time, but since they're more buddy with Kevin Feige and Marvel now, they can do it the right way. So only time will tell with that. I'm still think we shouldn't have those movies, but I am like cautiously optimistic. Also, Aaron Taylor Johnson is he is kick ass,
Yeah.
and he was also, what the hell is that boy's name? Quicksilver. He was both Quicksilver and kick ass. So this isn't his first rodeo as a comic book character. So, and I'm actually really excited because I actually like Aaron Taylor Johnson a lot, especially in Kick Ass.
No, but this is gonna be his first time being a villain though. He always
This is
portrayed
true.
a superhero, but now this is time to be a villain. We'll see how he goes. Pretty exciting stuff. Hopefully, it doesn't turn out as mediocre as Venom, but we shall see because this is more of a Sony thing than Marvel.
If it scrapes by, Sony's gonna be like, motherfucking win, baby, because that's what Venom's doing. Venom is like, it's barely making it to the finish line, and they say, we got a franchise, baby, let's go.
Yeah, Kraven 2, he comes next year, baby. Kraven 2, let's
Kraven
go.
2. The first
Kraven
one isn't
2.
even like, I don't think it's even in production yet.
Yeah,
Nope.
Kraven 2, the Cravening, let's go, baby.
Okay, thank God you're not. Thank God you're not
Hey,
doing the shits.
Sony, call me up, bro. Call me up.
Oh, lose his number,
Chicken,
dog.
you know.
Lose that number.
And then Mobius, the Mobian Part 2.
Okay.
I guess,
Anyways.
So
name all
about
of them.
that Peacemaker.
Yeah.
I can name all of them. Don't worry about it, guys. I'll name
Topic-
the movies.
Topic change.
So,
Oh.
and guys, that's all the news for today. Our comic book news here. Awesome, great, beautiful stuff. Thank you guys for your opinions. I always love to hear what you guys have to say.
Of course.
And we're gonna go ahead and end this episode of the Playing Pod with our review, our opinions, our take on episode 7 of Peacemaker, the penultimate episode, right? I think
Penultimate?
Penultimate, the second to last episode.
Yes.
So, really quickly, I'm just gonna go ahead and recap the episode for you guys, so you guys don't mind. It opens up with Peacemaker, what's his name, Vigilante, and no, actually, it opens up with Animals, right? They're heading towards Animals. They're heading towards they're gonna go kill the cow, pretty much, right? And right before that, we see Peacemaker reflecting on when he was a kid, when his dad made him fight each other for the fuck of it, because they're making bets or whatever. I guess, or some shit. And Peacemaker accidentally kills his brother, and his father blames him for that, even though his father made him fight each other, which was dog shit or whatever. But whatever. So they're on their way over there to go kill the cow to end all the butterflies, like pretty much their food source. Without that source, they'll die. And as they're going to the farm area, Peacemaker's dad, he's in his white dragon suit, and he has all the homies, all the racist homies with him, and he attacks the van. Right, they're in a van or whatever.
Yeah, they're in that truck.
Whatever car thing, the truck that they're in. The Peacemaker's into them, so they start getting attacked. Peacemaker and them try to escape, and they're having a lot of trouble trying to get out or whatever. Peacemaker ends up fighting his dad. Vigilante throws a grenade fucking horribly and almost kills himself with it. And almost, or what is his name? Almost, or
Economos.
Economos collects a body count and just guns people down. He killed the most people in this episode than anybody else. He literally gunned people down in this episode.
Yeah.
That was badass. I really like that.
Yeah,
that was badass.
That was insane. And Peacemaker pretty much ends up killing his dad. He shoots him in the head. As his dad was just talking mad shit to him. And Peacemaker, once again, he's struggling with this idea of killing people, especially killing his dad, and he's really traumatized of everything pretty much with everything that's happening with him, right? At the same time as all this is going down, what's his name? This dude, Mern. Hey, I'm fucking up all their names. Mern. So they all know that the cops are coming for them because all the cops are butterflies or whatever. So Mern's like, hey guys, we have to get out of here. Hearthlock or whatever her name is, the other girl, we gotta get your shit, we gotta leave. They know we're here pretty much. They try to escape, but the cops are already on them, and Mern in a sense sacrifices himself to save them, right? To let them get a chance to escape or whatever. And then something really interesting that happened was that the main, I guess, bad guy butterfly kills Mern, and the other butterfly was like, "Hey, bro, why did you kill him?" I guess they're not really cool with killing each other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that might be hinting towards something there. There might be a little bit of a mutiny there because they killed one of their own, right? We'll see how that goes. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
got from that.
No, I got from that too.
Yeah,
I got that
so
too.
right, so it continues on. For what's his name? Judo Master beats up two guys who are making fun of him. That shit was fucking hilarious in front of the corner store.
Judo Master's on my
Um,
nerves, dude. I don't like him.
yeah, I think it's hilarious. We find out, or the group finds out that I forgot her name. Amanda Waller's daughter is Amanda
Antibio.
Waller's daughter. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that information comes out, and they're all hurt because she kind of betrayed everyone's trust. And then we find out that she was actually not a special agent. She actually worked at like a grooming store or something like for like dogs or
A
whatever
dog
before
shelter,
this.
yeah.
Dog shelter, yeah. So she's like, I'm not made for this type of shit. And then it ends where the butterflies are at the farm and they're setting up the like a transporter machine thing to get that big nasty ass bug thing that gives them their
Yeah.
their their food supply. And
Mm-hmm.
these guys are heading over there to kill that big ass cow thing. And also Eagly almost dies and John Cena cries about it. And
You're
then
wrong.
the nurses and are down to go fight. But they said not to go fight. I think that was the episode, right? I was kind of all over the place with it, but that's the episode, right? I didn't skip anything important.
Yeah, my favorite part is Vigilante not not blinking an eye at the fact that he had to kill people. But when it came to tape, that's where he drew the line.
Yeah,
He's
that
like,
shit was funny.
if they try to rip the tape, it'll hurt their skin.
That was
Like,
such a good
what?
joke.
He's like,
I
wait,
was
you got a
legit
problem with that?
laughing.
That shit was funny.
Yeah.
It was
That was a good joke.
that, and when like Peacemaker was like breaking down because Eagly was hurt, and he's like, God, I swear to God, like I'll do whatever you like, whatever. Like Eagly wakes up, gives him a hug, and then like John Cena slowly tries to get the fucking phone to take a selfie because nobody believes
Yeah.
it. I'm like, these like stupid ass callbacks to these dumbass jokes is like, at first I
Pretty
didn't
funny.
like them. At the first, like, yeah, at the first half of the show, I was like, this is so fucking stupid. But like now, this far into it, I'm like, man, this show's pretty good. This show's pretty good. I like that show a lot.
Yeah, I like where it's going. I like how it started off with we get more an idea of like John Cena's character's backstory and how kind of
Mhm.
fucked up it was, and just how traumatizing it was living with his dad. Right? He was like he's just breaking down, crying like every other moment. Thinking about his like how he's not accepted by everyone, how he feels like he's an outsider, and the only people that really accepted him was his brother who he accidentally killed, and Eagly. So that was some really good stuff. I like that. Like I as of right now, for me, this is my favorite, like comic book show. 'Cause I feel like it has everything, and it's doing a really good job balancing things out for me. It's
Mhm.
serious when it needs to be. It gets sad when it needs to be, but at the same time, the next scene they're rocking out to music, and there's a fight scene going on, and just like it gets crazy really fast, and it gets even wackier with the giant cow thing, and the whole thing with the raccoon. And so like.
Yeah.
I really like what they're doing here. They're doing a lot of cool shit. Again, this is what I said from the few episodes ago, where I really like how they're just breaking down Peacemaker's character. There's
Mhm.
more to him than just, hey, I'm out here trying to kill people to achieve peace. Like he's someone who's questioning himself, who's going through a lot, and who's you can tell he's fucked up in the head and he's dealing with a lot of shit. He's not just a one note character as we saw him in Suicide Squad. There's more to him, and I really
Yeah.
appreciate what they're doing. And shout out to James Gunn, he's knocking it out of the park. And if this is where DC continues with their stories, like I'm going to be fully invested in. And if it continues down this path, who knows? I might favor this over Marvel. Like I'm really enjoying the show a lot. I like what they're doing.
I can guarantee you that DC will never fully embrace what James Gunn is doing. I guarantee it. They will never, ever fully
Right.
embrace what they'll give him just enough to keep him and his fan base happy. but I guarantee you will not see the rest of the Justice League or anything like this, which I guess I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everything needs to be like this. But I do want to see James Gunn do more DC projects, because it does seem like they're letting him do a lot more than what Marvel let him do with their characters. Like, he is really pushing it with these characters. Violence, the topics and all that shit. So like, I do want to see more James Gunn, but I doubt we're gonna see a lot more of him from DC. IMO, in my opinion. That's my thing, man.
I'm okay with him getting like 1 or 2 shows, but don't give me too much of James Gunn, because then I'll just get tired of it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like his touch only works with certain characters. Like, if they try to make a Batman series and they make it James Gunn like that, I'm not gonna like it at all. You know what I mean? Like, let's say they don't want to put like, well, obviously Batman is reserved for like the big screen, but like, let's say they do like a Nightwing or a Red Hood like series, and they make it like that, where it's all like, you know, goofy, funny shit like that. That's not really like the Nightwing kind of story. Like, yeah, Nightwing has like his little quips and like his funny stuff that he says, but it's not nowhere near on the level of like Peacemaker, like that type of stuff. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, give him 1-2 shows max where he can like have full reign, but other than that, like, try to bring in other directors that like have their own kind of spice, and they have, you know, they know what they're doing in certain genres of like shows and TV and movie and shit like that, and just let them have fun with it. Because at this point, they're at the lowest of the low. That literally they only can go up. So like, DC should just be fucking around and just trying whatever, throwing shit at the wall, see what sticks. That's all. That's
literally what they're doing right now. They're literally just like, fuck it, you take this Batman movie, do like some Zodiac killer type bullshit. You take the Suicide Squad, make them say piss, cock, shit, ass, fuck. Let that work. Like, they're just doing whatever. I don't know if I want to see the Justice League saying cock or doing penis jokes left and right.
Definitely not.
Yeah, no. Give it to whoever's doing the Batman. Whoever's doing the Batman, let him do it.
I would say go for it all. You know, risk it. Get crazy with it. You know, that's what I'm saying. Give James Gunn Batman. Fuck it. Let's see what he can do. Let's go, baby.
But are we excited for the finale for Peacemaker?
Yes, I am excited.
I am.
I mean, a lot has happened in this episode. Myrn is gone. The Peacemaker's dad is dead. So
Hardcore is now the leader of the group.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So there's a lot of changes already happening. So it's really hitting that climactic moment. You know, they're heading to the farm to kill the big old nasty Kyle thing. So what's gonna happen? We don't know. So I'm definitely excited for it. Yeah, I can't wait to see where it goes. I can't wait to see how it ends. Hopefully they don't fuck up the ending. If they do, I'm gonna be big sad. But hey, man, I'm liking it.
I have one prediction for the next episode.
Ooh, go ahead.
Vigilante will get his big badass moment that he's been wanting for the past 3 episodes.
I bet he's gonna use the chainsaw. He's gonna use the chainsaw
or like a rocket launcher to blow up the cow, like something stupid.
Oh yeah,
that he will do. I guarantee he's gonna have. Well, I guarantee. My prediction is that he'll do something big.
He's been itching for it. He's been trying, and we see inklings of it, but we never get all of it. So like, I would like to see Vigilante just go full Vigilante.
I mean, this last episode, he tried, you know, saving Peacemaker like by like knifing or putting the knife through like the crack armor, and I mean, he did save him. He ended up helping, but like Economos came out with the P90 and just saved everybody else. So it's like,
see, but like Economos got his like bloodbath moment twice now. He fucking chainsawed a gorilla, and then he just gunned down like 5 people. We haven't seen that from Vigilante yet. I think like, except when he like sniped the governor and like his family, like those political figures. Like we saw what he like we saw what he can do, but like I want to see him do it. Like Peacemaker got his too, he just fucking gunned down people too. I want to see Vigilante do something. Like, give me a reason other than him being fucking annoying to like him. And I think that's I think that's it. I am excited. I'm excited for this show.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Can't wait. Even if they don't give anything to Vigilante, I still like his character. I think he's hilarious. I like how he's just a fucking idiot and he's weird as shit. I like that about him. But anyways, that is pretty much it, everyone. That's another Panel Pals open and shut. You know, that's the end of this episode here. Thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. Shout out to the live chat. Shout out to everybody out there who watched the VOD. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Until next week, we'll come back and talk about some more comic book news, Marvel, DC, stuff like that. And of course, our opinion, our final take on Peacemaker with the last episode, and our overall series review.
Yes,
Can't wait for that too. What do you
sir.
think about it? I kind of already said how I feel about it, but who knows? It could fuck up this last episode.
Who knows? This last episode could change, could make or break it. You never know.
Exactly.
A lot of shows really fumble the ball at the last episode.
Yeah,
Dexter.
the ending's a big thing for me, so we shall see. Thank you to the Lego lad himself, John. Thank you, the Wonder Weasel, Hector. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and talking to me. And of course, I've been your host, Rafa. Until next week, guys. Goodbye. Be safe.
Bye, cuties. Kisses. Bye-bye.